On this episode of The Final Take, we got a bunch of dramatic storylines as we dive deeper into the conference finals. The New York Knicks win their series, and the Thunder go up 3-2. A bunch of teams start NFL OTAs, and some trade rumors of a certain wide receiver have been heating up a lot more. All of this coming up on this episode. Welcome back, everybody, to The Final Take. My name is Postmetrics.
My name is Nico Mateo.
So today, one thing I want to elaborate on to start off, there have been rumors of A.J. Brown, other than the Patriots. There have been trade rumors to other teams. Do you want to give your opinion on that?
Yeah, I think all these rumors is a great thing just from a standpoint of the Eagles, because if the Patriots are unwilling to give a first round pick for AJ Brown, I think that a team like the Chiefs that have been rumored, the Jaguars who have been rumored, the Chargers who I'm pretty sure have been rumored, all of those teams are in desperate need of a wide receiver. And with teams like those with good quarterbacks, especially teams like the Chiefs who have Patrick Mahomes, AJ Brown is only going to improve that offense.
I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, it also has a lot to do with A.J. Brown as a skill player.
As a skill player, he is a top 10 wide receiver in football.
As a skill player, yeah. I put him around somewhere like the 7 to 10 range or around that area. But can you imagine A.J. Brown and Patrick Mahomes?
I mean, if we can see what Mahomes did with Tyreek Hill, I mean, I think prime Tyreek Hill's better than prime AJ Brown, but I'm even if AJ Brown goes to the Chiefs, I'm not gonna be all that like really scared. I Even with AJ Brown, I still don't think that they're the best team in their division. I think
Exactly, because
that's
that goes to the Broncos.
Yeah. I think the Broncos are gonna make it to the Super Bowl next year.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I think the Broncos right now should be one of, if not the favorites coming out of the AFC this year.
Yeah. And I
Um,
think if Bo Nix didn't get injured, I think they would have won the Super Bowl.
I don't know if they would have had the offense to keep up with Seattle's offense, because Seattle's offense was just a different breed last year.
Yeah, but Denver's defense was arguably the best in the league.
Well, it could have been second best. I mean, the Demon was slayed by New England.
They scored they
Drake May.
scored they kind of scored 10 points on them.
They scored 27 points.
Drake May on the Broncos?
No on the Texans defense.
Oh. I thought.
Yeah, they
All right,
scored only
my
10
fault.
points on the Broncos. But back to the A.J. Brown stuff. I mean, the Chargers could be a pretty good pairing. I don't know who the Eagles would get for him. Because,
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I think Dontavius Wicks is gonna be a great pickup for the Eagles. He's played under Mannion, so it's not like he's gonna be moving into a completely new offensive scheme. But for AJ Brown, all I'm looking for is a first round pick, and I think a first round pick from the Chargers would be a probably around like a mid first, like kind of like a mid pick in the first round. So I think that can help us get a replacement for Lane Johnson, and I think that the Chargers, in my opinion, are like the team I would want to trade him to.
fair enough. But what if he does decide to go to the Patriots? There have been a lot of rumors about A.J. Brown going for Christian Gonzalez straight up.
You know what? If if DeJean can move to safety, I wouldn't be opposed to that move. That
Because we would have Quinion and Christian Gonzalez. Then you go to the slot corner, you get Tariq Woolen. Then you go over to safety. Then you got Andrew Makuba, who's going to be returning from injury, and Cooper DeJean, all in the same secondary.
that might be the greatest secondary of all time.
Oh yeah, it's probably going to be what the Ravens secondary should have been heading into last season.
This would have been better. I mean, Christian Gonzalez and Quinyon Mitchell that's two arguable top three corners in the league.
Exactly. Makai Lemon, I feel like so far I mean, I feel like he's he's fitting in really well.
Yeah, and the only thing that's gonna worry with me about Makai Lemon and all the receivers that we picked up, as we've seen from especially last season stuff, Jalen Hurts only knows how to count to two. He can't throw to more than two people. And adding in Wicks, Stowers, and Lemon, it's gonna worry me with like how he's gonna be able to handle the ball, and especially with a slot receiver. Jalen Hurts has proven time and time again he is not the best quarterback throwing up the middle. And I mean, I think Makai Lemon will help that in the slot because Makai Lemon is is basically in my eyes he's a prototype of Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't.
he's literally has the same build, around the
Mhm.
same height, same weight, same like play style, everything. He's basically a spitting image of Amon Ra.
Yeah, and I mean, throw Amon-Ra in any offense, he's gonna make the quarterback look better than they are. It doesn't
Exactly.
matter if it's Shador Sanders or if it's Patrick Mahomes. He's
Or
going
for
to make.
instance, Jared Goff. Jared Goff, I feel like is a pretty overrated quarterback, but he has Amon Ra St. Brown to throw to.
Of course, you wanted to throw that in there. But yeah, but just like, and this is not and this isn't a knock on Jalen Hurts with Makai Lemon and like how Makai Lemon is going to make him look better, but throwing up the middle to Makai Lemon is going to be a huge improvement to this offense.
Exactly. I mean, Makai Lemon, he's a speedy receiver. In my opinion, he wasn't the best overall receiver, but I will say he was the best route runner out of all the wide receivers coming out of that class. He's the best pure route runner.
Yeah, but I think the best receiver coming out of this class, the only thing that worries me about, because I think Carnell Tate is the best. The only thing that's going to worry me about Carnell Tate is, if I'm not mistaken, he's never been the number one receiver on his offenses.
Oh no, that's
That and
always been
Ohio
Jeremiah
State.
Smith.
Yeah, but like even before Jeremiah Smith, I'm
I
pretty.
mean,
He
you
had
also had
Marvin Harrison Jr.
yeah, but yeah, Marv. Come to think of it, that was a while ago now. I mean, Cardinal Tate's been in college. It seems like forever now.
Well, I don't know the exact year, but yeah.
Um, Jalen Hurts. If anyone saw my video, I ranked Jalen Hurts officially, no going back, as the ninth best quarterback in the league. You think that's
That's
a good placement?
anywhere from like the 9 to 12 range. I think would be a good spot for him.
Yeah. I had it ranked below guys like Justin Herbert, Drake May, and Dak Prescott. Speaking of Chargers, Justin Herbert getting AJ Brown, that
That
could put him over the hump for the playoffs.
I mean, then he might only throw 3 interceptions in the first round of the playoff game.
All right, that's funny. Moving on to the topic, sticking with football, we got the Baltimore Ravens, who have been the most popular team as of late, coming out of OTAs. We got some storylines there. Their new rookie wide receiver, Jacoby Lane, has been showing off a lot in these workouts. He's been showing off his hands. Any takes on that?
I mean, nothing much. I think that Jacoby Lane was a great pick at where the Ravens got him. He has been showing out in that, and I mean, like I don't go like just like looking at that receiver room, they don't really have much, and I don't think Zay Flowers is really all that. This is no knock on Zay Flowers, but just I don't think Zay Flowers is like a true number one receiver. I think he's good, but I think like if you put him in the role of like a Jalen Waddle in Miami or a Devontae Smith last season,
He won't be able to produce as well.
yeah, no, I think he would be able to produce better as a wide receiver too.
Yeah, I mean, which is basically kind of what he served as in 2024 because, I mean, the numbers don't show it, but I feel like Rashad Bateman was the number one receiver for Lamar Jackson in 2024. Zay Flowers had his year in 2025, going over 1,200 yards, but he almost had more fumbles than touchdowns. He's got a severe fumbling problem. Um, I think his hands are okay. They're nothing too special, but they're not bad.
Yeah, but like the only thing that really like worries me about Zay Flowers is just how he's built. He's 5'9", And as a wide receiver one, being that small against like facing other CB1s is really comes at a disadvantage.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's a great yards after the catch receiver. All you
Hmm.
got to do is like hit a couple little bubble screens or under screens to him, block for him, and he'll be gone because he's super speed. He's super speedy. Um, Another thing about the Ravens, how does Derrick Henry keep getting bigger every single offseason?
You know what? I've just tried to stop figuring that out. Derrick Henry was made in a lab. Derrick Henry is the most physical specimen running back I've ever seen, and I
He is
think that
he's the
anyone
he's
has
the
ever seen.
definition. He is the definition of a once in a lifetime running back.
He's a freak of nature.
We'll
And
never see another Derrick Henry again.
well,
Maybe in
yeah,
like maybe in like 4027 we will.
yeah. But there is one topic I've been very interested in, and that's the AL for and the MLB, and that's the AL and NL Cy Young races.
Oh my goodness. This Cy Young race has arguably been one of the most entertaining so far in the past 5 years at least.
I mean, just starting from the AL side of it, you got Cam Schlittler, Dylan Cease, who was just placed on the 15-day IL for a left hamstring injury. You got Jose Soriano, Davis Martin, and Gavin Williams.
And
These,
then on the NL side,
yeah, you got Christopher Sanchez,
who
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 hasn't
might who
given
might
up a
I
run in like 38 innings.
it's been 42 and 2/3 innings, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's been either 42 or 44 2/3 innings where he hasn't let up a run.
Yeah, and
He
I think
currently has a
that
1.47 ERA. He leads the league. He leads in odds for National League Cy Young.
and I'm pretty sure he's leading the league in ERA, right? Or he's
Yes,
like top in the league.
1.47.
He's not leading the league, but he's like up there for like leading the league. And
Yeah,
then
Mr.
he's
Sub 150 ERA.
yeah, well Otani is a .17. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
but Sanchez is also second in the league in strikeouts.
Exactly. And because, number one, I mean, Jacob Mizorowski. I mean,
Yeah,
Jacob.
Jacob Mizorowski, I'm gonna be honest, just looking at the rest of these people on the NL Cy Young, I mean Otani,
Yeah,
not much to say there. It's
self-explanatory.
Otani. And here's a player that has really surprised me is Chris Sale doing this after the season he had last year, being constantly dealing with injury problems, and also just being up there in age, like really dominating like he has this season at his age and with his
Exactly.
injury history is very impressive.
Mr. 160 ERA. At this stage,
He's a
how is
yeah, like he I don't yeah wait hold on, what are you saying?
at this age having a 160 like that is some Nolan Ryan type stuff.
Yeah, like he has 72 strikeouts, a 1.89 ERA, and a .87 WHIP.
Like who what other guy his age do you see putting up those numbers?
Really not many.
Exactly.
And I mean, just going back over to the AL, like these were five players who I was not expecting to be on here.
Yeah, like you don't have Tariq Skubal, you don't have Garrett Crochet, you don't have like Kevin Gosman in there. You don't have any of those guys in there this year.
And I mean, just another AL pitcher that wasn't in the race, the one that I looked at, but has had a great season is Brian Wu. Brian Wu has had a phenomenal season.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, has by far been the best pitcher out of that group, no doubt for the Mariners.
And then another pitcher I want to shout out for the NL side. He's not in here because he's a bullpen arm, but Mason
Mr.
Miller might be on the greatest run I've ever seen from a closing pitcher.
Ever seen?
hmm
Like I've never seen anything like this before.
And another closing pitcher that I want to shout out is Johan Duran. Did you see the stat? I'm pretty sure he's like third all time
Yeah, third all time in
in
save percentage and save
yeah.
rate.
Yeah, and I think the only two people above him were it was Trevor Hoffman and I forget who the second one was. But being third all time in save rate over Mariano Rivera is an insane stat.
Oh my god, dude! Like Mason Miller, I believe could since Eric Gagne, I believe that he could be the first relief pitcher since 2003 to win the Cy Young.
You know what? I mean,
Since Eric Gagne out of the Los Angeles Dodgers, 2003.
yeah, I mean, I think with the season that Sanchez and Mizorowski are on, I don't think it's possible. Like unless he just like doesn't give up a unless like Sanchez he just kind of falls off and Mizorowski falls off. There's definitely a argument, but it's it's not very common you see a bullpen arm win a Cy Young.
I mean, it's not impossible, but it's not probable.
Yeah.
Um, Moving on to the topic of basketball, we got to talk about the New York Knicks.
Then did you see the video of Donovan Mitchell like
What?
crashing out?
Dude, that guy did everything he could, man.
Yeah, I mean James Harden. James Harden is
James
a
Harden.
James Harden is a hazard. He is a traffic cone. He
I
has the IQ of a refrigerator in the playoffs.
I never want to see James Harden on my TV screen again.
And I don't remember who the reporter was, but it's when he said James Harden is the problem. He is one of the biggest like problem makers I've ever seen in sports. He goes to he leaves OKC and goes to Houston, and I'm just saying what like kind of like what this dude said. Um, they give him Chris Paul, doesn't work. They get rid of Chris Paul.
They get
Westbrook
Russell Westbrook.
doesn't work. Then he goes to Brooklyn.
Gets
You get
KD and Kyrie.
he played one season there, left.
Doesn't work. Didn't work.
Comes to Philly. You give him Embiid and Maxey. Doesn't work. Then
Went
you
over to
go
Los Angeles
with Kawhi.
and
Doesn't
Ivica Zubac.
doesn't work. You
Doesn't
go to
work.
Cleveland. You
With
have
Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen.
nothing.
Doesn't work. This guy, like, dude, if a dark, rainy cloud follows you throughout your entire career, like, you're the one producing it.
You know what? I'm gonna say right now. I think after this stretch that James Harden's been on, just shave the beard.
Oh my god, that beard's a curse.
The beard's a curse.
I mean, dude, like, can the guy shoot? Like, in his prime, like, can the guy shoot? Yeah, he's second all time 3-pointers made. The guy's a sharpshooter when he wants to be, but that's not the most consistent part of the game. When he was in his prime, the most consistent part of his game was drawing fouls and then going to the line. You know, the thing that everyone's bashing SGA on. Young kids, like, they would have never survived prime Harden. They would have never survived prime Rockets James Harden in the foul baiting.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's on the same level as Shea.
And it didn't work. At least when Shea does it, at least Shea now has a championship. What does Harden have?
A beard. I don't really know what else to say.
And an MVP.
Well, yeah, but so does Shea. Except Harden's was like Shea is two. Except Harden's
Shea has 2 MVPs.
I'm gonna be honest. Harden's MVP is more impressive than both of Shea's combined. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't know about that one. I think Shea's MVP this year was very impressive. Again, a lot more impressive than he was last year. I don't know how he won the 2025 MVP. I can understand why he won the 2026 MVP, but I still don't fully agree with it.
I mean, he won the MVP, and I still don't even think he's the best player in the series.
Yeah, because that's Wemby.
Wemby is the best player in basketball.
Yeah, not even a question anymore.
I mean, you said we're never going to see another Derrick Henry.
We're never going to see another Wemby.
We're It's very unlikely. We'll see 5 more Derrick Henrys before we see another Victor Wembanyama.
Unless someone clones Yao Ming.
Yao Ming is nothing like Wemby. Yao Ming was slow. He was
Terrible at basketball.
Excuse me, what?
He was not good at basketball. The only reason why he gets any props is because he's 8 feet tall.
Okay,
Like,
hold on. I'm gonna educate you a little bit on Yao Ming. Okay.
Educate me.
Yes, he might have had injury problems
hold on.
later in his career.
Does the guy have some good post moves? Yeah, he's got some good post moves. But other than
So-
that, like he's
so
like a
number-
knockoff Shaq when it comes
Number
to his game.
one, there is a very, very good reason why he's in the Hall of Fame. He
8-time
played
All-Star, 5-time All-NBA. Yeah.
Yeah, five-time All NBA in a league with Shaq and Tim Duncan and all those other people, like KG and all them. And then here, let's look at some of his stats. Let's pull up basketballreference.com for a second. I was not expecting to have to do this.
The guy only played 8 years though.
Okay, how many years did Luke Kuechly play? And we still consider him one of the greatest linebackers of all time. Don't
Luke
look at.
Kuechly was better at football than Yao Ming was better at basketball.
Hold on. So career averages, he averaged 19 and 9.
How do we even get to this topic?
Because you said that Yao Ming is not good at basketball when he is in the Hall of Fame. If you're in the Hall of Fame, you're good at basketball. All right.
Can the guy shoot though?
He's a center. He doesn't need to shoot.
I mean,
He
Cat
was-
makes it work.
Yeah.
Can we get back to the Knicks?
All right, yeah, we'll get back to the next.
Can this Knicks team win a championship?
You know what? With the run they're on right now,
Yeah.
I think they definitely could. And especially with this, like, with the long break that they're gonna have until the finals, this can be like a double-edged sword. This can be a really good advantage because they've had a long resting period, but at the same time, it's still a very long break where they haven't really played any competitive basketball since. They're gonna be
Exactly.
practicing, but they haven't played. But they're not gonna play a game in like a week.
I mean, do they really have the offense to keep up with the Spurs or the Thunder's defense?
Yes, with how they've been running, yes.
Because Jalen Brunson, he's the top 2 point guard in the league. Okay, that's not even a debate anymore. The guy is a top 2 point guard in the league. I think Brunson is officially ahead of Luka.
He's top 3. He's not better than Luka.
I think he is better than Luka.
33-8-7 is still 33-8-7. I don't care what you've done in the playoffs.
Well, at least Jalen Brunson had the balls to play in the playoffs.
At least Jalen Brunson was healthy. There's nothing Luka can do.
Luka could have came back 1,010%. I agree with Ric Flair and what Ric Flair was tweeting.
Sure, listen to an 80-year-old wrestler.
Yeah, quote, 80-year-old wrestler. But I was really just kidding about all that stuff. Luka Doncic, he's still a great point guard, but I just don't think he's better right now than Jalen Brunson or SGA.
He's not better than SGA, but he's better than Jalen Brunson.
I don't think so. Or at least Jalen Brunson and Luka are on like
They're on the same
level.
They're on the same level, yes. But just going back over to football. Just going on over like the rookie sides. Who are your 3 sleeper rookies for this year?
Ooh, that's a tough one. My first sleeper is honestly, I don't know. This is tough. I'm gonna have to say Katron Allen, the Commanders. He was a 6th-round pick. When you really look in that running back room, I mean, your best options: Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt and torn Achilles Austin Eckler.
Mm-hmm. I also have Katron Allen. I mean, just the flashes that he showed in college, and just translating that over to the NFL, especially in that Commanders offense where he doesn't really have much competition. Even if he doesn't get the number 1 spot, he still has a chance to be the number 1 running back later in the season.
Exactly. My other one, it's an offensive lineman. It's Monroe Freeling. I don't think people properly give him the credit for just for how big he is, how physically gifted he is.
Hmm.
The
And
Panthers' offensive line needed so much help. Monroe Freeling was a dog in Georgia. He had one of
mhm.
the best combines out of all the tackles, and he is 1,010% going to be blocking good for Chuba Hubbard.
Yeah. I had two other people on here. I have Eli Stowers, who this might be a little bit. This isn't really coming from like the biasy of an Eagles fan standpoint, but just like if he didn't go to Vanderbilt, I think
Yeah.
he would have been a first round pick.
Yeah, because Vanderbilt's not that big when it comes to football.
Yeah, and I mean and again, like I watched his highlights after the draft. He's shown amazing flashes and that I think will translate really well in this Eagles offense. And with Dallas Goedert with all of his injury problems, he will get the opportunity to be the tight end one.
Yeah, because Dallas Goddard. I mean, unless he's healthy, when he is healthy, he's putting up these kind of seasons like we saw in 2025. But the guy is also kind of never healthy at the same
Yeah.
time.
And then my other sleeper rookie, I have Denzel Boston.
Denzel Boston. I actually have his teammate Casey Concepcion.
Yeah, I mean, they were both they're both gonna do well in this in the I mean, it's the Cleveland Browns offense. Nobody really does well. They have seven backup quarterbacks. Um, but like Jerry Denzel Boston with his physical stature being 6'4", I think that gives him a really like good advantage against some cornerbacks in the league.
I agree with you to some extent, but Casey Concepcion, like, he's a little bit smaller, but he is faster. He's a better route runner, in my opinion. He has better hands.
I mean,
He's got
yeah,
better hands than Denzel Boston. He's gonna
he
be either Shador or Deshaun Watson's comfort zone. I feel like either him or Harold Fannin.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Harold Fannin is going to be the best like pass catcher in this offense.
Oh, no doubt.
I mean, just seeing like how they utilize David Njoku in that tight end role over the past few seasons, I think Harold Fannin is better is more talented than David Njoku, especially because David Njoku can't stay healthy. So Harold Fannin's a lot more reliable. But
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think Shador's not going to be the starter, right? Deshaun
he's
Watson's most
probably
likely going to be the starter.
Deshaun Watson's most likely. Probably all four of those quarterbacks are gonna get the opportunity to start. They're probably gonna have like a rotation of quarterbacks. But I feel like Casey Concepcion, like, he's going to be more open. He's better at getting separation than Denzel Boston. But Denzel Boston is better since he is bigger at contested catches.
Hmm.
But Casey Concepcion, like, he's going to be better in the deep ball because he's faster and can create more separation, at least from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Um, Going to another topic, we're going back to basketball. We got to talk about Spurs Thunder, man. I hated watching that game so much.
Yeah, so did I. I mean, Wemby, I mean, there's nothing really much they can do. I mean, the Thunder are gonna have the refs on their side. They're the Chiefs of the NBA.
SGA, yeah, like, sure is cool. He scored 32 points, but he shot 17 free throws, made 16 free throws.
I'm gonna be honest with you, at least in my eyes, Shea has been very underwhelming this series.
Oh my God, yeah, he is. Yeah, he has. If it wasn't for the amount of calls that he gets, he would only be averaging like 15 or 17 points per game.
And you know what? I'm gonna say this. I hope Daryl Morey. I hope Daryl Morey is looking back on that Jared McCain deal and realizing why he got fired and how big of a fat, miserable moron he is.
Oh my God. Why? Daryl Morey, This is not an isolated incident. He has done this to this franchise multiple times. Let me just go down the list. Here we go. The Jared McCain trade. We all know how that's turned out right now. Jared McCain's arguably their best bench player right now. The ridiculous Paul George contract, which in hindsight, Paul George was pretty good, but that amount of money for a 37-year-old player, Joel Embiid, the ridiculous Joel Embiid contract. We all know how bad that was. The 2019 Sixers offseason. Paying Tobias Harris over $100 million.
And wait, hold on. And you're forgetting a very major thing. We traded Ben Simmons for James Harden instead of Tyrese Halliburton.
We gave Ben Simmons that max contract.
And we traded him for a traffic code.
Yes. James Harden. We signed Al Horford. And Josh Richardson. It doesn't get worse than that. That was just one huge disaster.
That's what the Sixers have been since 2019.
And we didn't fire Brett Brown.
And we lost Jimmy Butler.
And we gave up. And we let we let Jimmy Butler walk in free agency to the Heat so we could save money to pay who? Ben Simmons. That's who.
I mean, props to Ben Simmons. He won a ring before Joel Embiid. He won some like fishing championship.
Yeah, in Australia. That's the only thing he won.
I'm pretty sure it was in Florida.
Well, wherever it was.
I mean,
he won a championship.
He won a championship.
This guy had all the talent in the world. People were saying that he was the next Magic Johnson. But
he was the next Magic Johnson.
This is what Shaq said after that Hawks series. He said, if I were Ben Simmons' teammate, I would give him an ass whooping. 1010%. That's what I would do to Ben Simmons. But like, going back to the topic, that's just what an idiot Daryl Morey is.
Yes. And you know what? Having a owner like Josh Harris is the worst thing for this team.
Because he was just sitting back and letting this all happen.
He wasn't even at the games.
Because he was just sitting lazily on his couch eating pickled flavored chips or whatever, sitting there watching the Sixers games like, oh man, look at all these stupid Sixers fans, screaming, cussing, and drinking and stuff. I'm sitting here on my couch not doing a thing.
Yeah.
And guess what? Those stupid Sixers fans are just going to continue to pour out their money to go to games, buy tickets, buy the merch week after week after week after week after week after week.
I mean, Josh, we have the worst owner in basketball. We have the worst GM in basketball. Or we had the worst GM in basketball. We should have fired him. We should have fired him God knows how long ago.
But ESPN ranked the Sixers as having a top 10 front office in the NBA.
All right, let's get off of this topic.
Yeah, so thank you, Daryl Morey, once again for trading Jared McCain.
Thank you, Daryl Morey, for absolutely nothing and ruining all of our lives.
Exactly. So now it is officially start bench cut time.
All right, I got a very good one for you. This is a baseball one.
Okay.
I want you to rank these all-time power hitters.
Ooh.
Ryan Howard.
Okay.
Sammy Sosa.
Okay.
And Manny Ramirez.
Well, automatically out of that three, Manny Ramirez is being started. No doubt about it. Manny Ramirez, again, one of the best overall hitters in MLB history. Red Sox legend. This next one. I'm going to have to bench Sammy Sosa and cut Ryan Howard.
Okay. Okay.
Who had the best season out of those two? Ryan Howard's MVP
And
season.
Ryan Howard is one of the most clutch baseball players of the 2000s. Ryan, if I'm not mistaken, Ryan Howard it was, I don't remember what season, but he had like 50 some home runs in, hold on. I'm gonna pull up the stat, but
Ryan Howard. Again, who had the best season between them? Ryan Howard did. Ryan Howard did, no doubt. I mean, 2006 was magic. I mean, my brother led the league in home runs and RBIs. 58 home runs, 149 RBIs. Alongside with a 313 batting average.
mhm.
That's how good Ryan Howard's MVP season was. But he's not better than Sammy Sosa.
Yes, he is.
I don't think so.
But
All right. Are we basing this off of just overall career?
we're just basing it off of talent.
Oh, then yeah, I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that. Manny Ramirez, undoubtedly number one. Nothing to discuss there. Sammy Sosa, and then Ryan Howard.
I mean, Ryan Howard, he has 8 career walk-off home runs. He is one of he is one of the best. Yeah, here. He has a career high leverage home run. He has hit 64 home runs in high leverage situations.
But
He is
Sammy Sosa has over 600 career
Oh
home
yeah.
runs.
This was the stat this is the stat I wanted to talk about. I was trying to find it. In his 2006 MVP season, he hit 58 home runs. 28 of them either tied or gave the Phillies the lead.
Again, I'm not saying Ryan Howard's bad. I'm saying that Sammy Sosa is better or is better in his prime.
I completely disagree with that.
But real quick, before we get into our next start bench cut, we're both going to rank our top 5 wide receivers in the NFL this season.
Okay.
And I got a hot take. I got a couple honorable mentions.
Oh yeah, I only wrote one honorable mention.
My honorable mention number 1 coming in at number 8. Number 8. I got AJ Brown.
Okay.
Who's your number 8?
You told me we're doing top 5, so I only wrote one
Or just honorable mention.
All right, my honorable mention I put down was CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, I have him as an honorable mention. I got AJ Brown as my honorable mention number 1. I got CeeDee Lamb as my honorable mention number 2. My honorable mention number 3 is without a doubt Jackson Smith and Jigba. Yeah, Jackson Smith and Jigba. What, is that too high? I know it might be a little high, but
Low. That is really low.
low? What?
Can you? I want you to explain to me why JSN's not a top 5 receiver in football.
Well, for one, I don't think he deserved his offensive player of the year.
You mean his defensive player of the year?
Oh yeah. did you guys see what he posted on his Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
They gave him the defensive player of the year, and they screwed up his name at the honors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was something. But I don't think he deserved his offensive player of the year at all. I think that should have gone to Puka Nacua.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. I plus it's one season. We have to see more out of JSN. I have to see another season like that because this is the first season where he was actually good. So I'm sorry. He's number 6, and he's lucky to be number 6.
You know what? Sure. I don't feel like spending 40 minutes arguing about JSN. Who's your number 5?
My number 5 is Malik Neighbors. Yeah. I think Malik Neighbors is the top 5 most talented wide receiver in football.
So you want to talk about, we need to see more of JSN, but Malik Neighbors played 13 games his rookie season and played, 4 games last season and tore his
He
ACL?
played 15 games his rookie season.
15 games his rookie season.
Malik Neighbors, they're in that same boat of we need elite seasons, but we need to see more. But I think Malik Neighbors is way more talented than JSN. Malik Neighbors, when it comes to just pure talent, is a top 3 wide receiver. When it comes to just pure talent. But gotta put him lower.
Whatever floats your boat. I got Amon-Ra at number 5.
Okay, I got him on at 4. I just have
Okay, yeah, I have JSN at 4.
Oh my god. I hate that so much. I hate that so much. Why is JSN ahead of Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Because after the season that JSN just had, I don't really have to talk about it anymore. He was the wide receiver one on a Super Bowl winning team. That he was clutch in the when he played the oh crap, what was the game? I don't remember the game, but he was clutch when they needed him the most.
Why is JSN ahead of Garrett Wilson? Nah, I'm just kidding you there. But I don't know. I think Amon-Ra, like, he's the definition of he's always open. Like, it's true. This guy is always open.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your number 3?
All right, so my number 3 and number 2, it was very, very difficult to pick these two. I got Puka at 3 and Ja'Marr Chase at 2. Because as you can guess, my number 1 is Justin Jefferson. And there is a... Did my mic cut out?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. I thought it did. All right. So, I have Justin Jefferson at 1. You give Justin Jefferson a good starting quarterback, he is the best receiver in football, and you would be agreeing with me right now. Because
for the audience to have to be subjected to this absolute blasphemy, I apologize.
What's your top 3?
My number 3 is Ja'Marr Chase.
No doubt. I'm not even going to argue that. I mean, you can have Puka at 2, Ja'Marr at 3. You could have Ja'Marr at 3, Puka at 2. There's no wrong answer.
No. Because I got Jettis at 2 and Puka at 1. I think Puka Nacua is the best wide receiver. He's the best contested catcher in the league. He has the best hands in the league. Yes, yeah, he does.
I don't care what anyone says. George Pickens has the best hands in football.
No. He has the second best hands, and George Pickens is also the second best contested catcher. But he's not better than Puka Nacua at any of those things. Puka Nacua is the best of those both.
Puka Nacua is the best physical receiver. I'll give you that.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. You made the catch of the year. And, yeah, that's what I value. I think that Justin Jefferson's had a down couple seasons.
Because he's had... Who had his quarterback? He's had J.J. McCarthy. And who else?
J.J. McCarthy's the top 3 wide receiver top 3 quarterback in the league. Like, what are we doing here?
J.J. McCarthy is the equivalent of a peewee football quarterback that has never played football in his life. And I said this before the draft. I remember I said this while I was on call with you. If J.J. McCarthy wasn't on the Michigan team, made J.J. McCarthy look so good because they were so stacked.
I understand. I'm not trying to say that J.J. McCarthy's good at all. He's a bottom 3 QB in the league. And Justin Jefferson needs more help. But I just think Puka Nacua is the better all-around receiver. Speaking of which, that brings me to the start bench cut I was going to ask you. Rank these wide receivers based on their hands only.
Right.
Jackson Smith-Njigba, Ja'Marr Chase, and Garrett Wilson.
JSN, Ja'Marr Chase. That's tough because they all have they all have some of the best hands in football. I think I'm gonna start JSN.
For best overall hands?
Yeah.
Remember that one-handed grab he had versus the Rams in the NFC Championship?
That was the catch I was thinking of when I said I said that that JSN was clutch in that one game. In one of the games, that was the game I was thinking of when he made that one when he was going on like a out route or something, and he ran and caught it like overextended his arm, caught it one handed. That's the play I was thinking of. Yeah, I'd probably go JSN 1, Garrett Wilson 2, and like Jamar 3. You know what? I don't.
If I had to rank them, I'm going honestly. I'm going Garrett Wilson 1, Jamar 2, JSN 3, because I think they're better. There are things that JSN's better at than hands, and that's
Yeah,
definitely a compliment because
but
his
I mean,
hands are great.
same with Jamar.
Jamar, yeah, there are better things. Garrett Wilson has some of he has super glues for hands.
Yeah.
You have
All right,
another star
here.
bench cut.
Here's my. This isn't a. Yeah, here. Start bench cut. This is another baseball one. These all time top 3 pitchers in their prime:
Okay.
CC Sabathia,
Okay.
Madison Bumgarner, and Tim
Okay.
Lincecum.
Starting Tim Lincecum.
Thank you. Thank you.
What were the other two?
Madison Bumgarner and CC Sabathia.
CC Sabathia's being benched and Matthew Bumgarner is being cut.
Yeah, Matthew Bumgarner is such a great pitcher, though.
Yeah.
His name's not Matthew, by the way.
Yeah, I know that. I was wondering if you knew that. You're trolling me, by the way.
No, his name's Madison.
Oh, Madison. I thought I screwed up there a lot. We can't put that in. Now start bench cut these wide receivers based on their deep threat ability. JSN again, based on deep threat. Honestly, Alec Pierce and Jamar Chase.
We're gonna cut Alec Pierce. That was a very.
No.
I
Hold on. Hear me out.
I don't
Alec
care.
Pierce.
You don't. I don't have to hear anything. I don't care if Alec Pierce has route running like Randy Moss. He's not better than any of those two.
Dude, Alec Pierce averaged the most yards per reception last year out of wide receivers.
Yeah, I know, but he's still Alec Pierce. I really don't care. He's not on the same tier of anything as JSN or Jamar. For deep threat ability, I think I'm gonna bench JSN and start Jamar.
I don't know. I mean, I would still cut Alec Pierce, but I would give him a lot more credit than you were because he's a great deep threat.
He's a great deep threat, but just putting him on the same like sentence as Jamar and JSN is borderline disrespectful.
Well, he's getting paid like them.
He got paid this much money because this free agency class had no wide receivers.
So they needed like a big contract to set the bar. Based off deep threat, I'm going Jamar Chase benched, and then I'm starting JSN when it comes to deep threat ability.
You know, yeah, I'd probably start JSN.
No wide
Jamar.
receiver in the league was better on the deep ball than JSN was.
I would start JSN over Jamar.
Now I want you to rank these players real quick.
Alright.
Rank these quarterbacks. All right, these are all around like the 15. Yeah, actually, you know what? Rank these. Rank the NFC North quarterbacks. Let me rephrase that. Jared Goff, Caleb Williams, Jordan Love, and Kyler Murray. Rank them from worst to first.
All right, we're Kyler Murray's 4.
Of course, yeah, nothing to discuss there.
Going into the season, you know what? This is really tough because I love Jared Goff, and I think Jared Goff has a really good argument to be number 1, but so does Jordan Love and Caleb Williams. You know what? Going into the season, I'll put Caleb 1, Jared Goff 2, Jordan Love 3, Kyler Murray 4.
I hate that so much. I'm putting Jared Goff at 4. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm putting Kyler Murray 3. Based on overall them as a quarterback, I'm putting Jared Goff at 3, Caleb 2, and then Jordan Love 1.
Yeah, I mean, you can put Goff, Love, and Caleb in any order, and just going into the season, and you can't really have a wrong answer. As long as you have Kyler Murray at 4, your list is going to be good.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. If you want to put Jared Goff in the number 1 for his passing ability, I get that. If you want to put Jordan Love at number 1 for his overall production, that's good. If you want to put Caleb Williams in 1 for his upside, that's 1.
Hmm.
But yeah, Kyler Murray's 4, no doubt.
Yeah.
Is that the? You have one more rank these players before we get out of here?
Yeah. I want you to rank these all-time NBA centers.
Oh, another one of these.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of hate
And
last time for I got a lot of hate for my Wilt Chamberlain take,
mm-hmm.
saying I don't know
But
ball or I'm delusional or whatever.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I think you're kind of underrating how good offensively Wilt Chamberlain was. But or actually, no, we're not gonna do centers. I want you to rank these 2000s NBA guards:
Okay.
Vince Carter,
Okay.
Derrick Rose,
Okay.
and Kyrie Irving.
Oh. Assuming that this is prime, I'm not
All in
basing
their
this off
prime.
a career. I'm not basing this
Yeah,
off a career.
all in their prime.
Yeah, this is all them talent as basketball players. I'm sorry, Vince Sanity, but you're gonna have to get cut. I mean, like, he was a phenomenal dunker, great talent, but I don't think he's on the level of those other guys.
Hmm.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to bench Derrick Rose and I'm starting Kyrie Irving. There's no wrong
Yeah,
answer for that one.
yeah. I mean, I think Derrick Rose had the best season out of all of them, but just like overall, just like the length of their prime and like what they did throughout that, it has to be Kyrie. Kyrie was an essential part of that 2016 Cavs championship.
Yeah, exactly. He's got
So
the
I
best handles all time. That's a controversial topic for another time.
God sham God. I'll leave it at that.
Allen Iverson, Steve Nash. There's a lot of good ones. But that is going to wrap it up for this video, everybody. We hope you had fun watching it. We had a lot of fun making it as usual. Do not forget to like, subscribe, do whatever you got to do to show support to the channel. We've gained like 10 subscribers just in one day last week. That really meant a lot. So we're going to sign off. My name is Pulsemetrics,
My name is Nico Mateo.
and we are going to sign off. See you guys later.